The following program may contain subject matter and language suitable for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
There we go.
Just give me a sec, would you? All right, Meltdown, Season 5, Episode 10.
Inventions.
And welcome back to the finale episode of The Meltdown. My name is Norm.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Lou.
Wow, sweet. Okay, that went really fluid.
You can't tell that was take like 19.
That's right. Yeah, that we've done this so many times.
Because we're professionals.
Professionals. And today we are shooting remotely from the Museum of Inventions. And, of course, as you know, it's a great museum. I'm sure you've been there. And because
Can
today
I just
we're
address
talking
your
what
shooting
now?
remotely makes it sound like there's a camera on a Roomba. You know what I mean? It's
Or
not
that I'm
or that we're on a different planet or in the woods.
well, we're in a different location, Lewis. So this is why I use the word remotely.
I just wanted you to be more specific to the lovely people.
Okay.
And the
Okay,
thing.
so yeah. The camera is on a tripod as always. There's no Roomba. These guys are off on their own friggin'
You know you can grow
thing.
potatoes on Mars. Huh?
Yeah, well. Anyway, today, if we ever get to it, we're going to be talking about inventions. Now, of course, last episode, Jeff and I ran through 25 inventions that we thought were, pretty stupid and useless. And we've narrowed it down, not by much, but we've narrowed it down to 15.
That's awesome. And I'd like to thank you guys, if I may, for having me out to do
yes.
this too. This is always, the last one was a hoot and a holler.
Let's begin the show the
right.
way we always do with some Meltdown fun facts. All right, here's your fun fact for today. Inventions are things that people create. That's it for fun facts. Now, let's have a look at a compilation of Lou's best moments on this season.
Wow.
Because the fact of the matter is that if we all quit all the time, you know what would never happen? First of all, we'd never fucking find Waldo. So that's something which is frustrating. I'm at the mall, and there's some kids with their mom shopping, and she's got the kids in a harness and a couple of leashes because they're not free-range kids, folks. This is something that I have done my whole life. I started when I was 12. I would stay home from school, as a matter of fact, and do it all day. I did it so much, folks, one of my arms got larger than the other arm. I'm watching a news show, and they're talking to a guy that they refer to as a cryptozoologist. He then goes on to explain that cryptozoology is the science of studying animals that no one has ever found or proved existed. Every article I read is the advent of artificial intelligence and how it's going to take over our world, and it's going to be like Skynet in the Terminator movies, because that's a good indicator of the future, a James Cameron film. I did notice yesterday an article where they're now packaging Tinder with a companion app called Tender, which tells you if you have an unsightly rash. When I was baptized, my baptism gift was a leg of prosciutto. Swear to God, leg of prosciutto, whole leg, delicious. And my concern, folks, is that aliens are going to come here, and then some creature named Elcon 4 from the planet Zootron is going to be using me as a toilet brush. The first person who built the submarine built it out of wood and tar. What's going through your head?
And we're
Are you
back.
okay with the face I made when you said that?
No.
It was like this.
I'm not looking at you again. I'm looking at
I was
the
surprised that
audience.
you said that. I'm touched and horrified.
But you should be. And you should be touched in a
Same way I felt
horrifying
at camp, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. We both went
Well,
there.
it was,
I
in
just
all
took
fairness, it was camp
quicker
touched and
way to
horrified.
get
So that was
than you did.
that would have been a tip off.
So now for some Meltdown stupidness. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We have got a monitor here for Lou to see the inventions that we talked about. And for you at home, we're just going to flash them up on the screen for you. So, Lou, are you ready?
You know what? I am ready to have the level of stupidness elevated from last year.
Right.
And from what you tell me, that you were able to achieve.
I think we found some new stupid inventions. And these are inventions that I would say probably didn't have to be invented. There's no point to them.
Well, no invention really has to be invented.
Right now, we're going to go to
here we go.
Invention number 1 for you, Lou, is the baby stroller and scooter hybrid. So here's the product. Now, if it wasn't dangerous enough already,
here's what I have to say here. First of all, I'm going to be taking you'll be seeing this a lot. This move right here, and then the exasperated as if I had a slushie.
At least 15 times.
Here's the thing about this.
Yeah.
If you get up one day and on your list of to-do is like, I'm going to walk the baby, that seems rarely normal, but I got to get it up to 60. Yeah, that seems like, and I'm not a parent in this country, but my point is,
in this country, my kids are overseas.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I have.
Over in Europe, there's a lot of short, balding, husky kids with a bad attitude, and it's a whole thing. My point is, you're going too fast with a baby.
Yeah.
Like, how is there? You know, some of these I see, and I got to be honest, how has someone not clubbed you? How have you lived this long that would be the choice to make?
I understand, Lou.
I am upset by it.
I understand.
Look, the baby looks... You know what the baby's saying right now? What the fuck? That's what the baby's saying right now. Dude, do we need to get to the Walmart that quick? I don't think we do.
There are a lot of weird baby inventions.
That's true,
and we're going to see another one.
But why? I like that it's 3 wheels.
Well, yeah, at least there's a bit of stability.
No, it's
But
actually
if this
4.
guy
It
has
is
to
actually
come to a
4.
sudden
If you look
stop,
carefully.
listen.
Oh, you're right.
If this guy has to suddenly come to a sudden stop, right? Suddenly come to a sudden stop. So that's really, really sudden.
That's right.
That kid,
Almost back in time.
kid, belted or not, is going to be flying out of there.
Maybe that, so here's my different invention. Where the baby is, you put a catapult.
Well, we don't know that it isn't.
Oh. Okay, you know what? And if anyone's thinking of taking my baby catapult idea,
fuck you.
That's right. I've patented it.
Okay, here's our next
one.
Here's our next
All
invention. Right. This is great. The baby mop. So,
I'll be honest, I don't really have a problem with this one. Yeah? And I'll tell you why. Babies are lazy, okay? I don't care that your head is not solid yet. It's time you went to work. For God's sakes. I can tell you right now, this is an Italian baby. Right now.
Learning flooring.
That's right. That's exactly right. Because of the floor, and off scene, there's an Italian guy in an undershirt going, it's about time you did something. That's what's happening right now. Again, a cry for help.
Yeah.
But he looks happy. I mentioned this last week. Does he not look happy?
And that's my point. That's exactly my point. Let me tell you something. A lot of people wait till the kid is like, I don't know, till their bones are fully fused before they go, here's a paper route. Okay? I was putting tar shingles on a roof when I was 6. 6. That's right.
All right.
That's how that story ends. There's no funny part of it.
You ready for the next one?
I am.
I don't even know what's coming up. I just know that
and
we have
the kid
15
can
of
do
them.
the weird tongue thing where it looks like a 2.
That's pretty cool.
It's like 4% of people or something can do that.
Multi-talented.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Or he's hit a nail and he's just caught. I've been fishing, I caught a baby. By the way, if you ever get to go out east, the baby fishing is unbelievable.
All right, our next invention is Quack, a duck-billed protective muzzle for dogs. So this was one of
They're
my...
looking at the baby mop, apparently.
See, here's what I'm fascinated by these things. Is the train of thought. Like, what elements had to happen in sequence so that at 6 in the morning, you're in your bathrobe, having a cigarette and a coffee and going, you know what my dog needs? Like, my dog is really cool, but would be really cooler if it was some sort of dog-duck hybrid. Maybe a decog, we could call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of that?
Well, I guess it keeps them from biting.
From making friends is what it keeps them from.
It also makes them look like things out of a horror film. That's what I think. If I saw that on the street,
well, you know
I'd be
why?
running
Because they're different
the other
colors.
way.
When was the last time you saw
No,
a
it's
duck
not
with a
just-
brown
it's-
bill?
Okay, listen. I don't believe it's the
Like
colors.
Chernobyl?
Focus on the one on the right. Just the one on the right. I'm sorry, but that is fucked up.
They're all fucked up.
That is scary as hell.
I feel like it's a dog auditioning for a Tim Burton movie.
That's probably
that was like that. You're not going to make the cut. It's too disturbing. I think
if only he had some kind of prosthetic, he would have been perfect for this.
I just find it weird because the dog is already like, all right, listen, I know I have impulse control. Clearly, you bought me a muzzle. I get it. That's humiliating enough. Now you're going to make me look like a duck? I am going to kill you in your sleep. That's what that dog is saying. Just go to sleep.
And that's why he's got the muzzle on.
Wow, that is...
Yeah. All right, moving on to our next wacky.
And I'm broke.
And
just to be clear.
Yeah.
I have no money. Duck muzzle guy, millionaire.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Is it called the dozzle?
Is
it called the dozzle?
Quack.
Well, that's lazy.
It's what it's called.
You don't name stuff after sounds.
Sorry. I apologize that it wasn't named something else.
Computer would be called clack clack.
Yeah. And speaking of clack clack, here is our next invention. The flask tie. So
I'm gonna need a second. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Well, obviously,
you'd think
this guy is Listen, this guy's workday's not going bad.
No,
he's checking out something on his monitor. He's
but
having a little drink before lunch.
Well, first of all, it's porn. Second of all, he should look happier, should he not?
Well,
like if I was soused on Jaeger bombs at 10 in the morning at the office, I'd be in a pretty good mood. And I love that inconspicuously he's got to hold it up 3 feet.
Yeah, to keep.
Hey Trevor, what are you doing over there? My tie is a level, and I'm fixing my desk. Now fuck off!
I'm working on the projections.
Wow.
Maybe like an hour later, there's another picture of him being more drunk.
Or the next one's got coffee. He's got a bow tie with coffee.
He probably has his flask tie in a coffee hat.
But here's what I love about this. This opens up the field of injecting liquids into solid objects.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's no. There's an actual flask in there with a tube, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
So you put the.
So why couldn't you
in
do
the
that with
tie.
other stuff?
Oh, I suppose you could put milk in there, and it would be a milk tie.
I don't mean different liquids, Norman.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean you could put peach juice in there. You could put soda. I know how a flask works. My point is just a bottle with a thing on top, right? My point is you could do other objects. You could do a shoe.
Okay.
You have a shoe flask.
What would be the point of a shoe tie? What would be the point of a shoe tie?
First of all, if there's a place in downtown Ottawa that does roast shoe tie, it is.
Oh my God.
It comes with asparagus.
The roasted shoe tie. Okay. Let's make it even worse.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. All right, here we go. I love this. I'm going to be honest. The other one's not so much. This, I've had office jobs, dude, and it would have been, and no disrespect, thank you all for the opportunity, okay? But I think you guys knew 10 minutes into hiring me. My parents are super proud.
When you arrive at work, wouldn't your tie be big because it would have the contents in it, and it would get smaller?
Well, no, because it's a flask. You're saying it's solid as opposed to being a bladder or something.
There's an opening inside, and you just slip the flask in the tie. Yeah.
I've rarely drank from a flask. Tie or otherwise. I've drank from a lot of bottles.
But if you had that, Jeff, you could all the time. You could do this while you're driving over.
I have. I
got really drunk on the way over here, Norm.
I
luckily have
been an 1860s cowboy and thus have had opportunity to drink from a flask and use a spittoon. So I feel like that's two off my bucket list right there. Yeah.
All right.
The time, then go.
That was fun. Here is the next one, the Hug Me Pillow. So now, Lou, you just came off of set working with a prosthetic body, correct?
I did. A very upsetting prosthetic body.
Yeah, and this is half torso. And of course, with the one
Here's
arm.
what I love.
Yes.
There's so many things about this that I love, okay? Because the empathetic part of me goes, well, I appreciate that loneliness sucks, and sometimes it's nice to get a hug.
Sure.
So, okay, I got that. On the other side of it, I find it interesting that they gave it a shirt. Because why? It's half a body. Why do you need a shirt?
Well, like maybe in next frame she's unbuttoning
it's like somebody made it.
Then it becomes the Hug Me Pillow.
Exactly. Somebody made it. Was like, you know what? This is upsetting. Maybe a teal shirt. There you go. So I think
it's a common color, right? It's a common color.
For half pillows?
I would think when you're trying to go to sleep, a lot of people have.
I'll tell you what happened here.
Color, so.
What happened here? Where there were two factories. I'm gonna say in China. And one was a mannequin factory, and one was a defective stuffed animal factory with just arms. It exploded, welded them together, and some industrious fellow went, hug me pillow.
Now, Jeff, when we did this episode, Jeff pointed out that, you know, the arm could come in handy as well for other things, because that's where his mind went.
Well, as somebody...
Well, look, isn't this not sexually suggestive? I mean, come on.
As somebody who's masturbated with a puppet. That's not a sentence you hear very much.
Wow.
By the way, I'm having shirts made up. You can check them out at Masturbating with Puppets. Great Metallica record, by the way. Wait, that's not Metallica. Master of Puppets. Never mind. So that's a lot funnier in my head, so I'm going to say it again. Masturbating with Puppets. All right. I get this one more than I got the others, although I would advise that if there are those of you who do drugs, this is going to freak the shit out of you. Because at some point you're going to forget there's a stuffed arm here, and you're going to go, oh, like that. And then you'll probably do it 40 times, and then just throw the hug me pillow away. And it goes back into nature, so it's a circle of life.
It's a circle of life. Yeah. All right, here's our next awesome invention.
Oh, I love that.
The knitted bearded hat, which I think, and I think I introduced this last time, is not only great for the outdoors, but also for bag heists.
Or, to my actor friends, if you guys get a Duck Dynasty audition, that's the way to do it. Right there. If you have some kind of defective gene that you can't grow your own facial hair, there's your solution, my friend. I bet you're at home right now going, God damn it, when I grow a beard, it's wispy and ill-placed. Is there perhaps a product that would make me look like a complete asshole? I don't know if you've seen the other one where it's just the nose. They have a piece just over the nose. And it's a duckbill, oddly enough. Remember from the one before
quack. The quack.
I want to clarify, you're not having a stroke, right? You're
I'm just saying quack.
Okay.
I'm just saying the name of the product.
Quack! Quack! Jeff Paddles. I don't know what to make of this because I don't really get why.
Well, okay, think of our Canadian winters. They can get pretty darn cold. Do you think that would help?
You can't say... Think of our thing, and then you don't give me a chance to...
No, but
I need a second.
But I was finishing my sentence.
Okay, go.
No, I've already finished it.
Oh. I was thinking
what
about it.
What I was saying was, considering our cold Canadian winters, would that come in handy? Like, it doesn't cover...
No, and I'll tell you why.
Or anything, but...
First of all, why is the beard a different color than the hat? That seems odd.
It's supposed to be a beard, that's why.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's Paul Bunyan? Why is it bright red? I don't understand.
A lot of guys with gray hair have red beards.
Do they? Yeah. I don't think that's right.
Look it up.
I'm going to Google it.
It's a little known fact, but it's true.
I don't feel... I guess I get it, but you know what's easier is a scarf.
Yeah, and a hat.
Well, he's got the hat.
No, I know.
Are you not looking at the...
Yes, but instead of the beard, the hat and the scarf is what I'm saying.
And and again, what I know, I mentioned what fascinates me about these is the notions of how they do it, but also that this is sold a ton.
Yeah.
Right? Because some grandmother went in somewhere. Right? Yeah. It was like, I got you a Tone Loc cassette and a knitted beard hat. Thanks, Nana.
You know what? If you do start making money, we get you could invent something like this.
All right.
The ostrich pillow.
Where's the ostrich? I don't understand.
Well,
wait, is the pillow made from an ostrich?
No, he's buried in.
It looks like someone took a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah.
And then just shoved their hands into it.
Yeah. So basically,
Irma, you're in too far for the stuffing. Pull back.
Irma.
Also, is that...
I love that.
Is that
Irma?
Is that where...
She's always doing crazy.
So we're not antisocial enough all on our phones.
Yeah.
When you want to be completely isolated from the world around you.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Now, do you remember the last time we did the inventions, we focused on something called the privacy scarf?
Yeah.
Remember that?
I went onto the computer.
Yeah. So I found this actually similar in the way that, you're kind of... You're creating your own privacy.
Okay, I haven't said this yet because I've really tried to gauge my reactions, and I might have gone to it a little too quickly in the last show we did on this, but this was made in Japan, right?
Most likely.
Yep.
Most likely. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a warehouse full of ostrich pillows. Do they come in different colors, I wonder?
I don't care.
You know what would be awesome? If you could get a periscope.
Yeah, we're
Right?
get a little monitor in there.
Sir, you're going to have to leave the library. Entity not recognized. Because that's not a normal person, right? That guy's reading a comic in there, I can tell you that right now. I recognize my people. I know what we're like. Oh, that's so sad.
Sad. Eh?
Wow.
Here's our next one. A ping pong door. This one, Lou, you can turn a regular door
I am so happy right now.
into a ping pong table.
That is, honestly,
Yeah.
if I had money for a house,
Yeah.
and again, I'm an actor, so the answer no. But I would have a door like that.
You'd have a door like that?
I would not only have a door like that, I'd have ping pong on one side and chess on the other. That's what I would do. And then I would buy those really tiny dogs and dress them up in little costumes so they could be the chess pieces. And then I would buy an elephant. And then I'm starting to see why maybe I don't have money.
Well, you
can't explain that to your broker. How was your day? Bought a pachyderm, Bob. It's a great investment. How?
it started with a ping pong door.
That's right.
Kind of went
Because that's
crazy.
kind of
Yeah.
like, could you not see students in colleges?
Oh, yes.
Like fully on board for that?
I can. I just thought it was. Here's my problem.
Okay.
With this is that I think there's a certain type of person that would use
Explain.
this a lot. Someone who, let's say, had no social life,
How would you
didn't necessarily want to meet girls.
Here's the
I'm
hole in
just
your
saying.
theory.
I'm just
you
saying.
can't play ping pong alone.
No, you
See what I mean?
can't. But
You can't go, all right, everybody. Oh,
But typically, one is
he's got to walk over.
typically
the
when you
outside.
play.
Walk back.
Typically, when one plays ping
Speedy
pong,
Gonzalez.
you play with the other person in the same room. I don't know if you realize this, but
But
you're
it's not like
actually
you can't
two
see him.
separate rooms.
It's not a gulag. Like you can just wave to the
No,
guy.
I
He's right.
understand that,
Just wanna-
but-
or slide under the table. Here's why I love it. It caters to people's love of, like, whenever you see those articles on like houses with secret doors or passageways.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
That's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true. Yeah.
And I love the idea. Like, I remember watching the Batman TV show in the 60s one.
Oh, who didn't?
And what I loved was the bus, the William Shakespeare bus. That you'd push that button and there'd be the two bat poles. And I was like, if I ever have a house, I swear to God that I will wear this suit at home, probably. Which has nothing to do with what I just said. I got to tell you, man, I kind of love this.
Yeah.
I kind of do.
Okay, so that's one invention that Lou is pro. The other ones you haven't been, right? There's nothing
One I
that
was
you've
kind of
seen-
okay with, the one a few back, but like this one, I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of get it because I remember how dumb you are in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, and I know this would have been something like, oop, on a ping pong door.
Yeah.
Why?
Because,
Also, and here's
Yeah.
the beauty of this: if you
Yeah.
live in a large home and you're entertaining, you can put stuff on the table.
oh yeah,
Right?
But you can't go through the door.
No, but you again see the room here. You see how
No,
it's
I see the room, but this is a before and after pic, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If that's the only doorway entrance to, let's say, the kitchen, well, you're screwed. You put
Oh,
stuff
that's
on the
interesting.
table,
I hadn't thought about that.
Then you got to climb
But
underneath.
here's what you could do, Norm. There's always a way. You bring the ping pong door down. You buy Velcro. You put Velcro on all your plates. You make the food in the kitchen. You stick it to the Velcro. You flip the door back.
Yeah.
Shlabam! It's like a drive-through.
Yeah, kind of. Except all your food would come off the
No
plate.
one take my ping pong door drive-through idea.
Ping pong door gone. Next up, the shower mic. For those aspiring idle wannabes, which I guess is kind of a...
Folks, here's what
redundant,
people
right?
don't know. The Roman Empire took 500 years to collapse. This will get us there in about 10. That is the saddest... It's... Who is in a shower? Like, first of all, how long is your shower? Is it long enough to do a couple of numbers off Dark Side of the Moon? Because if so, you're wasting water. Just the beginning of time is like 3 minutes of the intro before you get to the
But
vocals.
listen, it doubles as a sponge. So not only can you sing into it, you can clean yourself with
So,
it.
to be clear, something you've just used to clean your junk, you're now putting near your face. Now,
Like any rag, Lou. Like any rag.
First of all, Norm, buy an extra rag. We're going to talk about that, and I will get you one. Because it feels like there's stuff you're struggling with right now. Secondly, generally something that's been near my junk and up near my face is not in a shower. All right?
It's in prison.
I've seen...
And then we just saw how it started.
That's right. I've seen porns, and that's not how it works. All right? I'm almost sure. I don't know. Again, I don't understand the motivation. And he looks so happy, doesn't he?
Well, Jeff thinks he's Bono because of the sunglasses.
No, dude, you know what he's doing? He's doing Living on a Cloud. He's doing Aerosmith right now. He's totally... You're
right.
Right? Or...
He's doing Steven Stills singing Aerosmith.
Okay, you know what, guys? I want you to look at this photo, but just listen to me. Daddy used to work on the die. Does that know what he's doing?
Yeah,
he's doing Bon Jovi.
That's Bon Jovi. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we all know that was Bon Jovi.
Although it sounded a little bit more like Oscar Wilde doing Donald Trump doing Bon Jovi.
That's, you know what? And thank you for picking up on the subtlety there. I've worked on that for 14, 15 minutes, and I'll tell you, I feel like...
I got it.
I'm glad...
It's nice when you get it.
Yeah, when you get the nuance. Most people are like, he's just doing Bon Jovi. And I didn't even do that, well, that whole part with the...
Yeah. Yeah,
I think this is a new game. You look at somebody using the shower mic. What is he singing? What is she singing? You know what I mean? And then you try to do the best impersonation.
You know what? I think you're right about
Let's get everyone into the shower.
I think you're right to play this First of all, that's upsetting. And if you're in a... Here's how you know you're in a cult. If you're taking a shower with 15 other people, reevaluate your life. Secondly, I think it is a game, but more like Clue. Like, who killed this asshole in the shower with a... Because you know, the crime scene on CSI is going to be just the end of it sticking out of his mouth. Yeah. What happened? And it's going to be David Caruso doing, he said too much. And the whole thing with the CSI, you know, that whole thing? All right. Anyway, I got to stop looking at this. I'm getting angry.
Okay, next invention is the corner frame. So, here's a wonderful space-saving idea, or not. If you were the artist...
Here's why I love this.
What did you do to my... You bent my picture.
I came to have this framed.
The pool table door would fit in nicely.
Here's why I love this. It is the most empathetic thing I've ever seen, and here's why. Because if you're entering the room this way, you get to see the art, and if you're entering the room this way, you get to see the art.
Yeah.
So everybody's happy.
Everybody sees
except me, because these guys are idiots. Oh my God! How small is your apartment?
Well, it would have to be pretty damn small.
And
made entirely of plywood.
Yeah, that is weird. That is weird.
Yeah,
because you can see they took a great amount of care to actually frame them, and then just went, well, we need a wall, so go down to the Home Depot and get me 3 sheets of plywood. Like, you didn't even bother painting it. You can still see the nail holes in it. Yeah, you lazy sons of bitches. What the hell?
But now, if you have, here's my question. Honestly, you have an expensive piece of art or a photograph that's it's an original print. Are you really going to bend it? Like, do you not take away from the value of that art?
I have to take objection here, dude, because I worked at a comic store for 6 years, so clearly I know. My point is that there is nothing that is greater, that exceeds that, like, that'll make it more valuable. There's nothing that does that more than bending it right down the middle. I mean, that's in collector circles. That's well known. That's well known. Like, if you get an easy bake oven, you don't want the trays in it. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be functional or even remotely smart. These are the laziest names for stuff I've ever heard.
Well,
what are they? Frames? Where do you put them? In a corner? Hold on. I'm going to put a word cloud together. Oh, corner frames. Corner frames.
Well, but they do say you should name your product something that describes what it is in the fewest words possible.
Sure, but that's like if you're selling fire hydrants, red. Like, you can't. You know what I mean?
But red doesn't say what it does. Corner frames. It's a frame that fits on a corner.
So you're saying if somebody was reading something and it said corner frames, they'd go, "Oh, I know what that is. That's some idiot."
They would know that more than if they looked at a fire hydrant that's called red and say, that looks to me like a fire hydrant.
You know what? That feels racist. I'm going to let it go.
All right.
I don't even know what that means.
On to our next invention.
Corner frame.
Cutting board bird feeder. So,
Wait. Because remember how I mentioned porn before? Here's the thing. you're standing right where that bird is. So your crotch is perched precariously, I used, above that bird.
Why would you not be standing right here?
Oh, that makes way more sense. Never
Because
mind.
the corner frames are where you would be standing.
Yeah. Because I've been in clubs in Germany where that's a thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty crazy. So obviously you're cutting bread or things that would create crumbs. The crumbs fall into the holes and down to the bird feeder. My question was, do most people cut their bread outdoors or indoors? And of course, Jeff said, well, it looks like a budgie or something, an indoor bird anyway. But really? I mean, there's bird feed, right? Can't you buy that anymore at the stores?
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. Inventions are supposed to make your life easier.
Yes.
So what you're doing here, like if only there was an easier way to do this, I don't know, maybe just cut your bread, put it back in the fridge, and then just sweep the crumbs into a jar. That's like now you've got potentially, you got to clean the feeder part, you got to clean the hose part.
Yeah.
And by the way, the word hose and bird feeder should never come into the same.
Yeah.
How you building that bird feeder? Nothing but hoses. Are you sure? Who's the amateur ornithologist here, my friend?
The other thing, too, the horrible thing is that you're training this bird to expect these crumbs to just magically appear.
Yeah.
To the point where you go to make a sandwich and you're in a different part of the kitchen.
Yeah, and then
the bird's sitting there going, hey, hey,
here's the thing.
cut the bread already. I'm hungry.
That's the thing about Snow White. It all looks great on the surface when the birds and the squirrels are coming in.
Yeah.
But they're not there when they're all lined up on the... What the fuck, bitch? I brought you an apple. Can I get something to eat?
Here's our next invention, the ab-hancer. Now, take a close look at this, Lou.
I'm going to need a moment.
Yeah.
I want to read.
Read it.
This is what it says on the box, folks.
Yeah.
Get a six-pack in seconds. Seems like a great idea. Dramatically enhance abs. Check. Adjustable straps. Checkity check. Lightweight frame. Now here's the thing, folks. If someone's trying to talk you into getting better abs and they use the word frame, fits beneath clothing.
So you can wear it out.
Does this say recommended by pseudo athletes?
Yeah. That's like a drum company. Recommended by pseudo doctors.
I mean this very, very,
This is
very...
not meant for triathletes, clearly.
I mean this very sincerely, folks. Like, we really need to get our shit together, okay? Just look at me for a second.
Lou is mad at the world right now.
This is bad. This is really bad. This is not good. On the surface, you go, oh, it's this is like, we're done. You understand? We're not going to get to a point where the climate kills us. Like, we are going to kill us.
But listen, what better if you can't get...
What better?
If you can't get abs, at least an ab imprint.
Well, here's the beauty. Yeah, here's the beauty of this. So I meet a woman or a guy or whatever your thing is, and things click, and then you go home, and then you go, I need a moment, and then you get naked, and they go, were you making a waffle on your stomach? I don't understand why you... Like, were you sitting on a wicker chair with your... How? Because she's not sticking around. I don't think.
Probably not, no.
Because mostly what'll happen is, like, that'll go poing and it'll go blah. Right? Yeah. I got the one big ab.
All right, so this is not one.
And it's new. I like that it's new.
Yeah.
And it's electric, apparently.
Oh.
Electric? Well,
Yeah,
You know,
so that when you see yourself in the mirror, you can kill
little-
yourself.
A little lightning bolt or whatever. See? The lightning bolt in between ab and hancer.
Okay. Oh, okay. You think that means it's...
By the way, enhancer is spelled incorrectly, in case you guys are... Yeah. I don't know what hancer is. Actually, Hanser, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the reindeer that got kicked out of the troop. Where's Hanser? Screw you. With his little hoof. Screw you, Santa. Fat man. Like that.
All right. So this is one that you would not buy. Let's check out this next invention. Anti-pervert hairy stockings.
Okay, you know what? This actually makes me kind of sad, truthfully. Because I bet you that this works.
It works.
And what's... You know what? I can't even laugh at this because honestly, underneath this is the notion that guys are assholes, and it's true.
Yes. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Like, that's kind of shocking. Although, if I saw this photo in passing, I would guess that Sasquatch and a human
have made it.
have clearly had a baby of some kind.
I'd like to know what other products they have in the anti-pervert line. That's what I'm interested in.
Complete the look and buy Hobbit feet. That's all I'm saying.
Anti-pervert beard hat.
You know what?
Anti-pervert ostrich pillow.
You laugh, but I saw anti-pervert ostrich pillow open up for the Clash, and they were amazing.
Yeah, they were pretty good. Yeah, they had Todd Rundgren on.
That's right. Yeah. Who later went on to play with King Creole. No. What's the next one?
So
this is just making me sad.
Okay,
just making me
move
sad.
on to the next one for Lou.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
The anti-theft lunch bag. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So the premise here is anti-theft lunch bag. So it's the bag that has mold drawn on it, I would assume, is the idea?
Yeah, that keeps people from stealing your sandwich because when they see the mold, they go, "Oh, I don't want that."
Here's my first question. Where are you going that you're leaving your sandwich in the fridge for more than a day?
Well,
Like if you know what I mean? Like if I showed up at work and I dropped my lunch off in the fridge and then at 4 it was still there, my boss would be like, "Where did... He's not still here." Like that just seems weird. Also, if you work in an office where people are ripping off your sandwiches, then you need to get more creative.
Yeah, I would also think if someone is gonna, if someone needs food that bad to steal a sandwich, I think they'd steal it mold or not, to be honest.
Yeah,
and they'd just take it off because really, why would you steal someone's lunch if you weren't?
Well, then what's going to happen is somebody's going to see this in the fridge and go, "Well, clearly it's not actually mold." You know what I mean?
It's the same mold pattern every day.
My point.
I'm starting to pick up on this.
That's right.
Bob, you've got a mold problem. Can we talk?
This kind of looks like Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah. Where do you buy your bread, Bob? Well, you and I need to have a discussion.
Yeah, I don't really get this one. Is that big a problem?
So this is the thing. I don't think so, but maybe people get their lunch stolen. I would think this is more for kids at school. Because you know what I mean?
Because what I would do, truthfully, is if that was an issue in an office I would work, well, let me phrase it this way. What somebody might do is crush up a bunch of wake-ups under the bologna, and then the guy who's the rest of the afternoon is like, then you know.
That's one way of doing it.
And then you go, "Next time, I'm going to make you have a heart attack." All right, pal? Okay. I just don't get that.
All right, so this one, we can leave this one and go to our next one, which is the foot-powered bike.
Are they not all foot-powered bikes?
That's my point.
And why is it going around his shoulders?
Because there's
what part of this?
There's no chassis.
So it's called running with a wheel.
Yeah, one in front of you and one behind you. That to me is probably the stupidest. This is the last one, and why I left it at the last, because I think that it's got to be one of the dumbest inventions I've ever seen in my life.
Well, clearly he does not look happy, and clearly his bottom half is in motion fairly rapidly. Like I don't.
What is the difference between doing that and
just
riding
walking
a bike?
Well, on a bike you could sit and coast for a bit.
That's right. You can't coast with that.
And it's going to ruin your posture, right? Because you're hunched over. You see what I'm saying?
Like I'm having trouble putting this into my head. I don't really.
You go back to what you were saying before, though, about coming up with names for products. So who thought? Well, let's see. It's not just a bike; it's a foot-powered. But that's right. You use your feet to drive it. Mr. Samuel,
we're gonna sell 1 million of these.
Mr. Samuelson, you have to use your feet on a regular bike. Shut up! It's a foot-powered bike, and that's it.
Let me live my dreams. All right. Wow. Man.
Yeah.
Now, in honesty, do you think something like this would sell?
No.
Well, I haven't seen any around.
No,
so
I would think someone.
I'd
would
love
look
to see
at
if there's video of a demonstration of this. I'd love to see what it actually looks like.
I don't. You know what? That would be kind. That would
because
be
I think
cool.
that if you showed people it, there's no way you would sell some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you look like a doof. Are you gonna look?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Maybe there's a video of that guy crashing into the mother pushing the baby thing that we saw earlier.
Or of him walking back into the office holding one wheel and a hammer in the other hand.
Okay, so let's.
Hey Franz, why don't you take a little ride on the bike? It's a foot-powered bike.
Let's do this.
And then maybe he sees his sandwiches still there. So good thing I have that fake mold sandwich, so there's no one to steal my sandwich. At least one thing's working out today.
How much do you want to bet we're just going to come up with a lot of other actual bicycles?
There it is.
Is that it?
Yeah, the Fliz bike.
Fliz bike. Okay.
It had to be Swedish or German or some shit, right? Of course it had to be.
All right, let's check this out.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Wait a sec.
Oh, you fucking loser. And he's got a little cup where he puts his junk.
Man, this is a Fellini film.
Okay, so this
It works like a skateboard.
Okay, so he is coasting, he's putting his feet out there. But again, what is the difference between doing that and riding
pedaling?
And pedaling.
I don't know.
I like the Enya music though.
Yeah, just to make doubly sure they're not going to sell any. I got a feeling I'm uncomfortable looking at that bulge. It feels
Well,
like
it is European.
it feels like I'm watching a film and someone is choking his balls.
I don't
Fly!
It's like I'm riding a bicycle!
I'm free, fuckers! You know he's going by cars like, you'll never catch me! Unless I get really tired and then stop
Get
walking.
the sensation of riding a bicycle without riding a bicycle.
Now there's an actual bicycle he just passed.
Wow. You know how sad this is? People on unicycles are going by and we're making fun of them. That's how bad that is.
Okay, look, how many people notice it?
This is a guy I would beat up just on principle. You know what I mean? I'd be the guy with the spoke and like, okay, no, you gotta go down. You idiot.
Oh, there's some guy on a bike. That's really weird.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, well, what's the selling point? Also, how do you detach the ball clip so you can get out of it?
I think you need help.
Yeah, he's asking that guy there for help.
Well, that's, yeah. Kill
Could
me,
you reach
kinda
down
help.
to my
Forget it.
crotch and just press this button?
No, please help me.
I'm not doing it.
Wait, so this guy's like, so does your dad know you're an idiot? Or? I'm going to sell 1 million of these. You are naysayer.
Wow, that's really something, eh?
It's Russia. No, it's not Russia. It doesn't say.
Man stuck in mud.
Wow,
Man
I just
stuck
do
in
not
mud.
get that at
No,
all.
that is pretty bizarre, eh? Pretty bizarre.
Because that's not. It's more like what the hell as opposed to dumb.
Yeah.
Like what? Like how would you even sell it? Like what would your selling point be? You know what I mean? Like would you be? For those of you who like to run and then not run.
Well,
That's what it is. So people, for those of you who like to run in short spurts and then coast, the flag is perfect for you.
experience a bicycle without riding a bicycle. To me, it's like we have this $400 bike. We'll take out the chassis and sell it for $599.
You know, and here's the thing, and you laugh, but is the Flintstones car any different than that?
No. But we should, as a society, we should be past that.
I'm going to start selling cars where people are going to come over and go, can I take it for a test ride? And I'll go, sure. I have some Nikes and some Adidas. What do you want to wear? And he'll go, what do you mean? And I'll go, well, clearly I'm not an idiot. I took the motor out so that you can propel it with your feet.
I cut a hole right there.
Jeez, who's the asshole here? Thank you guys again. I appreciate it. And,
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming, Lou. Of
course, my pleasure.
And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next season. So until then, bye-bye.
Arrivederci.
See you later.